In the 1960s, Richard Solomon and his team of researchers conducted a simple experiment. They got some dogs, restrained them, and gave them about 64 electric shocks. The following day, the dogs were placed in a special box with two compartments separated by a short barrier. The idea was that if the floor of one compartment was electrified, the dogs could hop over the barrier and escape into the other side. However, that's not what happened in Solomon's experiment. When the dogs were placed in the special box and the current turned on, they did not move an inch. The dogs were in discomfort, yet they did not do the one thing that could relieve their pain. They did not jump to the other side. As it turned out, the experience of being restrained and shocked 64 times in one day taught the dogs one thing. No matter what you do, you cannot escape the pain. This phenomenon is called learned helplessness. Unfortunately, as a human, you do the same thing. Unlike computers and phones that are constantly updating to access better functionalities, humans love to build their lives on faulty and incomplete mental models established on incorrect and untested assumptions. As a result, when you're pushed to the wall, you are ill-equipped to view the situation from an angle where the solution is more obvious. In this state, you forget that you are never really helpless or powerless. You ignore the fact that God deliberately designed you to be a partner with Him in the continually unfolding story of creation. You forget that God made you institute order on chaos. There's good news though. You're not a dog. You can make a decision to seize your power back and step into the original way God designed you to function. I share 3 useful ideas. Idea number 1. Elevate your perception. The beauty of a painting is not appreciated when you're kissing it, with your eyes a few millimeters away from the picture. To enjoy the painting, you need to step back away from it. In the same way, you fail to see the masterpiece that God is making with your life because you are too wrapped up in the details of everyday living. If you simply take a step back, it's easier to find perspective and find what God is doing in you and through your circumstances. Learned helplessness melts in the heat of perspective. Number 2, your situation is not an isolated one. When going through trying times, humans forget that they are not the only ones who have experienced such circumstances. No matter how rough the situation it is you're going through, there are people who have gone through worse and came through on the other side. It's easier to snap out of learned helplessness when you realize that 1. Your situation could have been much worse, and 2. Other people in similar or worse circumstances have pulled through. Number 3. There is always a way of escape. Gavin de Becker once said, "When you worry, ask yourself, what am I choosing not to see right now?" Learned helplessness is built on a foundation of faulty mental models that are in turn established upon incorrect assumptions of reality. Once you understand this, you realize that you have no problem but a perception problem. The fact that you are faced with a situation means that you have what it takes to get out of it. So, open your eyes and your heart and stay sensitive, and you realize that the answer is closer than you think. If you liked what you just listened to and want to stay in the loop, hit the subscribe button and you will be updated as I upload new content.